Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. And in this video I'm going to be going through all the additions, changes and fixes in Minecraft Snapshot 21w12a. So if you like Minecraft videos like this one, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft 1.19 videos and other Minecraft videos. And so this is also a live stream at the same time, which is why there is no editing or anything like that. We'll be quickly going through all the different additions here, which is actually quite a lot. So yeah, let's just get started. So 22w12a adds a whole lot of stuff we've already seen in the experimental snapshot. If you haven't catched the experimental snapshot, I will leave a link to that video in the top right of your screen, where you can see what was added there. But most of those things were now added here, apart from the ancient city. So in the snapshot we have the Warden and the darkness effect and also the swift sneak enchantment. And then there's also one extra thing that we already saw in a Bedrock beta yesterday. And that is the Boatswift Chest I have in my hand right here. And so we saw these yesterday on Bedrock Edition already, but they're now also available on Java Edition, along with the new Mangrove Boat with Chest, which wasn't available on Bedrock Edition just yet. So that's a new thing at least. So that's pretty cool. It works pretty much exactly the same as on Bedrock Edition. You have a boat with chest, you craft it by combining a boat with a chest. You can open it by pressing E, and you can put all kinds of items in there, of course, if you want. And then you can row ahead with your items, like this. And if you want to open this chest while on land, just hold shift, right click, and then you can open the chest. If you normally just right click, of course, you get into the boat. And if you break this, well, of course I was in creative, so let's try it again in survival. So let's put 16 Warden spawn eggs in here, and if we then break this boat with chest in survival mode, we will see that we get the spawn eggs back, and here we also get the Mangrove Boat with chest. So this is different as to Bedrock Edition, because in Bedrock Edition you get the boat and the chest back individually, but here you get them back as a single item. And so you can't really split them here. I don't know which one is going to stay for the future. I think it's more logical if you just get the individual boat and the individual chest back, because that's also how it works with minecarts. But that is how it works currently. And so yeah, that's pretty much the boat with chest. It's pretty cool. It's a nice feature, but I don't know how often people are going to use it. And of course you can also use this with hoppers, dispensers, all those kinds of things. And if you open one of these near piglins, they will still get angry at you, just like when you open a normal chest. Alright, then for the other features, let's just head over to a deep dark biome, because that is definitely the place to show this off. So we'll locate biome deep dark. There is one. Alright, that's really close actually. I should have just went into spectator and looked down, because there was probably a deep dark biome right below us. But let's give ourselves some night vision. So we'll give ourselves night vision. There we go. And oh, we're already below the world. Let's see if we can find a deep dark biome. Yes, we have one right here. It's all loading in quite slow, but alright. There we go. That's pretty much it. So yeah, of course the deep dark biome was already added in the previous snapshot, but there's now a couple of new things. So you will see more shriekers spawn in around the deep dark biome, and they now also have funcionality, which they didn't have in the previous normal snapshot. So let's go through that here. So we'll just go into into creative, because we can still make sounds in creative mode. And so these sculk shriekers will be able to summon in the Warden. So let's go through this. So if you activate, for example, a sculk sensor, that's this block over here, by making any kind of noise, then the sculk sensor can send a signal to a sculk shrieker, and then the sculk shrieker will activate. You can also activate the sculk shrieker by just stepping on it, but if I move here and make some noise by landing, you will see that it activates the sculk shrieker and it starts to shriek. Alright, we don't hear the Warden. Maybe there is like some sort of music setting I don't have on there. Don't quite know which one it should be, but alright. So this does not mean that the Wardens get summoned immediately. We can activate this again. I don't think the Warden will be here either. Alright, we can hear the Warden from very far away, but it's not here just yet. But I think if we activate it once more, then we will see the Warden get summoned in here. Yes, there we go. So there is the Warden. It is the new mob in this snapshot. Of course, we already saw it in the experimental snapshot, but let's just still go over it. So the Warden is the only mob that will be able to generate, they'll be able to spawn in the deep dark biome. And it is, of course, a blind mob, and so it can only hear things or smell things through vibrations the player makes or other entities can make. And so they use these vibrations to navigate the environment, and they can also use smell as I mentioned. And of course, if you collide with a Warden, even if you're, for example, sneaking, not making any noise, they will still notice you. And so yeah, they only, of course, get generated once you activate a sculk shrieker too many times. And if they detect more vibrations, so if you make a lot more noise, they'll get more angry at you as well. And you can see this at how fast the souls in its chests are beating, and how fast the heartbeat is going that you can hear very quietly behind us. And so it can also, and once you've activated it a little bit too much or given it too many signals, so we can do that by just walking around, maybe activating some sculk sensors all around us. And maybe we should go into survival mode, so let's set our spawn point right here. Alright, and let's go into survival to see this happening. So survival mode, and we'll just go near the Warden, frustrate him a little bit. I'll see that he comes after us, but it's not really too bad. Here we also see the new darkness effect, of course, which is already added in the experimental snapshot. There the Warden roars, and then charges after us and hits us once, and we immediately die. Yeah. There we see the roar again, and that's, well. Oh, look at us, creative. Whew. That was just in time. There we hear the Warden sniff as well. Alright, and if the Warden doesn't notice you for 60 seconds, it will dig back underground and then despawn. And so the Warden also has some special interactions with some sort of projectile. So let's say you have an egg, for example. You can throw those, of course, and it will make a vibration. So the Warden can hear it. And you can, for example, let's see. Let's do this. Oh, we actually got a chicken. But you can see that the Warden did hear it. There again. So Warden can hear vibrations, and if you make if you throw 2 projectiles within 5 seconds, the Warden actually gets angry at you instead of getting distracted by the what are you angry about? No, don't, don't. Seriously? Well, alright, there goes my story. And so you will also not be able to use shields because the Warden will disable any shields you are holding. The Warden does not drop anything and will probably never drop anything. And they are really, really powerful. So yeah, you'd be better off just run instead of fight it, definitely. Alright, then as for the darkness effect, we already saw it earlier on, but it's an effect that's unique to the Sculk Shrieker and the Warden, and it will give it to you once you get nearby or close. And so it lowers your gamma down to moody, and we can actually simulate this, of course, by using the effect command. So we can give ourselves we give ourselves the darkness effect for, I don't say, like 10 seconds, and like this. And so this is what the darkness effect looks like. Also, this Warden is done. And dig back underground. And despawn there. Dug back underground. I know how to English, definitely. Alright, so yeah, this is the darkness effect. You see the fog coming closer. And of course, we also lower our brightness. But because we have night vision, that doesn't really work. So let's remove that night vision. So we'll just effect clear. Alright, now it gets really dark already. Of course, the catalyst has some light that it emits. But now if we give ourselves the darkness effect, it will look even, well, darker. Look at that. So it lowers your darkness or your gamma down to darkness or to moody. Yes, that's it. and it lowers your fog as well. Let's see, and then there's also the pulsing, which you can control using the, I think, accessibility setting. Yes, the darkness pulsing controls how much the darkness effect pulses when a Warden or Sculk Shrieker gives it to you. So you can turn this off or on, and, well, that's just what you prefer. If you turn it off, you will still, well, if you have the darkness effect, you will still, I guess, be affected by it, just not too much. It will still lower your fog, it will just not pulsate like normal. So that's also possible. Alright, let's go back to our night vision. There we go, now we can see stuff again. And I think then there's a couple more important things we should note. So first of all, there is the new Swift Sneak enchantment. And so this enchantment was already added in the experimental snapshot as well. And it will increase your movement speed while you're sneaking. But something has changed here, because in the experimental snapshot you could only apply it to your boots, but now you can only apply it to your leggings, which a lot of people were asking for, because boots already have way too many different enchantments and leggings didn't have a single one. So now if you have some netherite leggings, you can put the Swift Sneak enchantment on it. So there we go, Swift Sneak 3 on these leggings. And now if we sneak, we can move almost just as fast as normal walking, which is actually really helpful. Alright, and then the last thing here is actually a change, not an addition, but it's a, well, a pretty cool change, I think, because it has to do with all the different types of leaves. So let's just grab these into our inventory right there, and then let's grab some water. Because, well, you might already guess what I'm going for here, but you can now waterlog leaves. Look at that. So, just like the what was it? The roots, the mangrove roots, you can now also waterlog any type of leaf. So, of course, we already saw this in the previous snapshot where you can waterlog these mangrove roots, but you can now do this with any type of leaf. So yeah, you can place those down wherever you want and you can waterlog them. It works exactly the same as the mangrove roots. So yeah, just get some water and place it like this inside of the leaves. It doesn't spill out and it looks really cool. I think builders are gonna love this because look at that. That's just beautiful. So yeah, that's a really cool change that I don't think people were looking for and people were expecting, but that's really cool that was added here. And I don't know. Ah, there we go. That's how that works. Huh, that's so cool. All right. Then let's see. It also mentions that the deep dark biome is now less flooded than in surrounding areas, and they removed the debug hotkey cycling render distance. So press F3 and what is it? G? No, Q, I think. Q, yes. We can look at the different F3 commands, and so previously there was one to cycle between the different render distances. So that is no longer here. I also don't think anyone used it because, yeah, you can just go over here, video settings, and change the render distance right here. So I don't think many people were using that. And then, of course, there are also a whole lot of bugs. Most of them have to do with writing in books, I believe. If you want to read through all the patch notes, I'll leave them linked in the description down below. But there we go, that is pretty much it for 21w12a. If you like this video, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft 1.19 videos and other Minecraft videos. I want to thank my tier 3 members, the Smikkelaar and March. Thank you so much for becoming tier 3 members. If you also become a member, click the blue join button below the video to check out the different tiers. But there we go, I hope you all enjoy this haul in the next one. So until then, bye bye!